So getting into your book, which I have right here. So if you guys, he's an author of 9 books, but I have this one, Your Most Powerful Weapon. My friend Trish introduced me to this book after she took one of your classes. And I borrowed her book, and then I went and got a copy of my own. And so highly recommend this book. If you guys have not read it, please check that out. And what are some of the other titles of books that you have written, Steve?
So my bestseller is preventive defense or prefense, like I have on my shirt, prefense,
Mm-hmm.
and that is currently being revised. So that'll be out again here in another month or two. So that's basically Your Most Powerful Weapon is the Reader's Digest version of prefense, which has
Okay.
tremendous amount of information. Traveling, hotels, ground transportation, everything you could possibly imagine for keeping safe is in that book. I've written a couple of knife books. I have experience as an edge weapons. I'm an edge weapons designer. In fact, my new line just launched yesterday on D-Day, and
Awesome.
doing very well. And so there's information there on edge weapons, defensive tactics, contact weapons defense, things along those lines, all hard skills, mostly hard
Yeah.
skills. So
Yeah.
to answer your question from earlier, I've transitioned from hard skills. I started out in the hard skills world, defensive tactics, hand-to-hand, edge weapons, improvised weapons, firearms, etc. That's all hard skills. And yes, in the use of force continuum, it may be the case you do need to go to hard skills, but over 90% of your problems can be solved with soft skills.
Mm-hmm.
And if I could go into a little bit about the difference between and the advantages of hard and soft skills.
That was one of my questions, Steve. So take it away.
Didn't mean to jump ahead of the game here.
No, it's perfect.
So in my humble opinion, there are 2 critical life-saving skill sets, and they can be divided under the category of what type of measure they are. So your skill sets, the 2 of them are reactive measures and proactive measures. Your reactive measures mean that you are, responding to something, and that's a hard skill, whether you're using your hands for self-defense, a gun, whatever it may be, that's a hard skill. All hard skills require the use of your body, all of them. You cannot perform a hard skill without using your body. Anytime you involve your body, you introduce the potential for injury. So the first skill set we're discussing here is reactive measures, which are hard skills where you use your body and introduce the potential for injury. The second set of life-saving skills I like to present is proactive measures. These are not reactive. That's the opposite. These are called soft skills, where you use your most powerful weapon, your mind. And there's no way you can get hurt because since you're not using your body, there's no way you can introduce or incur bodily injury. Of the 2, reactive measures and proactive measures, which do you think are more effective?
Proactive.
Right, because if you are very good at your soft skills, you will never need your hard skills. In fact, if you fail at your soft skills, you may need hard skills.
Right. And most people, I don't say unfortunately, sorry. It kind of bothers me that hard skills are, maybe it's because people think it's fun to shoot guns. I get that, right? I love shooting too. So, but I feel like this other part is missed sometimes, don't you?
Well, let me actually give you real world examples. In fact, I'd like our viewers and listeners to participate in this very short question. So,
okay,
go ahead and think about from the time you were, let's say, a very little kid. I'm going to make this up, 4 or 5 years old. If you can think back that far, I have a hard time. That was a long time ago. Yeah, that's when they had covered wagons and dinosaurs. So, think about that. Around age 4 to 5 years old, from that time to a few minutes ago when this show started, in all that length of time, think about what percentage of that time you have ever been involved in a face in the dirt, dragged down, teeth knocked out in the curb, blood everywhere, hard skills situation. And then consider what is the percentage that you use soft skills. You notice somebody maybe cut in front of you while you were driving, or notice something, someone was looking at you, something like that. What percentage would you say from all that time you used your hard skills versus soft skills? What would you say, Laura? Ballpark.
I don't know, 1% maybe? I don't know.
The real answer, because we included law enforcement, is 2%. 2% of our lives. And I think our viewers and listeners, I don't think it's going to be that far away from that 1 to 2%. And then the 98% of the time is using your soft skills. Here's the second part of this question. From here moving forward, do you think those percentages would change?
I hope not.